Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in today. Kind of like a sensitive little bit of topic. Some of the things could be not resonate with you, but hopefully this is a little bit a higher point of view. I'm gonna give you about this uh, topic. Talking about does the soul, the damaged soul, exist? That there is a damage within the soul. And to begin with this, yes, I want to give you a little bit from my point of view, some of the experiences that I had. Okay, talking about personal experience sharings up here. Today on the Astro Gravitational Report, CC wanted to have this topic, and I agree with it. So the credit goes to the CC. Hopefully, she maybe pop out here with her eyes and antennas in here for it. And talking about this, why do we heal? What is it? Why do we have to go with this? Who is healing the soul? And what is it, the soul damage, actually? So, talking about this, sometimes we let the people. Hi, Sunset. Thank you for coming in. Grande. Hi. Thank you for coming in. Faye Thomas. Yes, that is a very good questions. And maybe some of you right now are going to find some answers for things that you've been looking for it. Talking about that, when we let people within our gravity field, we develop these deep, deep, deep connections, these deep, deep soul connections within us, within ourselves. The internal worlds basically they begin to merge, they begin to be together. Um, and during those merges, okay, you will find out that you build energies inside of your internal world, which is that what the soul is. In there, you getting in this energy. There's the both two of you have access from within each other, and so on. You're together within this, and you allow these things to come from within. But you gotta know that also within there could be a damage that is been to the emotions, is being carried out through your own life, basically damaging to your life experience from emotions, from situations. Uh, talking about this subject, I'll give you the example for it, okay, about this damage within the soul. That is a when you getting into this. Hi, Pallavi. Thank you for coming in. Yes, thank you for everyone that it's here. Greetings, sunshines. Exactly. Rise in sunshine. Dio is rising in sunshine. I'm having a coffee. Mm. So, if you look at it in the terms of energies, vibrations, and frequencies, okay, if you look at it on that, our emotions they become these energies that sustain within ourselves. And that energies has the vibrations. These vibrations in the physical level that is affecting us, we're sensing them, okay, and the frequency coming within us. But what is a soul? Within your soul is a energy. And when the energy that it's there, when the things are there for it, you have energies exchanges. The same way you have a love frequency vibrations and you're exchanging things in a physical level within your body, you also exchange things within your soul, with your soul, from within you. And when a someone with who you have exchanges in there, if their exchanges turns from coming in from a lower vibrations, but this higher frequency within, they actually destroyed the things that you two build together deep in those internal worlds inside. And this is how the people getting damage within the soul. Those are these combined dreams. Those are the situations about life. Those are the things that senses is here protecting them. Okay, it's gotta send something. It's his thing. All right. So when we're talking about this in there, you can get damage about all this within yourself, because that brings you into the state of paradise, and all of a sudden someone just splash you down into the ground, splashing it down into the blacktop, into the stones, into everything, and everything hurts from within yourself. You, during on this damage, you will understand that this is like everything that was there was not anymore. You're gonna feel like squeezed, smashed. You don't want to be talking about it. You're gonna feel what we called broken from within you. You're gonna feel with this. And during this process of these energies exchanges, that's what you have to be very careful with who you allow deep in there in that internal world in there. Uh, can be exist as a damage. You can have a damage from previous generations in there that it's carry out through the DNA, that it's passing from your parents situations. You can be damaged from a people who do not know what they were doing. Sometimes the people who are not aware of all this, they're doing things that they don't know how the things work. But this is like a half awakened with fully awakened personality we're talking about in there. And the soul is a that energies that is exchanged but is not returned. Now you're missing that energy with there, that it has not been returned, that has not been given. There is no proper energies exchanges from within. In the physical level or in a psychology level, in there, sometimes you feel like when you don't want to talk about the pains, you do not want to talking about certain situations, or when you end up in a certain situations and you have what we call brain fog inside. Okay, that is a when the U axis is there because there is nothing in there. You feeling that energies of this brokenness inside. And when you feel this brokenness, you searching within your heart and soul and everything inside, and you feel like fogged from within. The only way you can redo this is like you see it from within yourself, what is going on. Don't mix it with the brain fog when things are not operating. Okay, you can have two different brain fogs, but I'm talking about once that damages is there, you're going to see only one thing, like either like within yourself is going to look in like a brand new nothing in there, like a desert. Okay, you see there is no trees, there is no water, there is no nothing inside of it. And throughout the emotions, when they are so intense, those intense emotions, they leave that within the soul. Some of the people, they are protecting themselves, they locking themselves to make sure the soul doesn't get hurt. But later on, that protections can be leading to lack of growth. So yeah, you're not allowed things to come in how they're gonna grow in there. But when the time is right, these people can open and they will begin to grow. This is when you feel the real love, when that opens inside of it for it. And because we've been talking about here, you're looking at the both sides of the realms, into looking at the both sides of the issues that are triggered in that positions. You look at to someplace higher in that standpoint. You're looking to the power of the soul. What is the power of the soul, though? That is your spirit, the spirit that is connected into this world of the universe, to the creator who knows how to fix you. Wow, who created you? Okay. The best thing it is to who can fix your car? The one who knows who made the car the best. Okay. Because he knows how to build it, what it was, and so on, and knows everything about it. Okay. So if you look at it on that point, what's happening with the broken souls and the broken situations from within inside of you, you look at it within the spirits and tend to get touch with the divine. The divine, they put you in this different state uh, for it. Hey, CC, thank you for coming in. Yeah, I had to do it some things earlier because some situations in here. I have a client that needs talk, and I had to rearrange some of the stuff for. But thank you for the great topic, CC, and you're gonna rewatch it, but stay right now here, and this is gonna be good. You're gonna be rewatching the video later on, so just stay. Don't watch it from the beginning, okay? So that way you can keep it up with the current stuff. And thank you for that topic. So, guys, if you want a topic, find a way. We can talk about this. Okay, I can always rearrange stuff around. If we don't have a topic, I pick up the topics that has been, piling it up and so on. Faith Thomas, wow, I know broken feelings, but I thought was just mental and emotion. Actually, begins some mental and emotions when you allow it. That is the damage within a psyche. That's what you need a psychologist, psychiatrist, and so on and so on. They're trying to figure out things that it is. What it is that psychology doesn't work with spirituality. For them, for some of the people that don't doesn't exist is there is not yeah, it is what there is. Okay, but Age of Aquarius is coming, and things gonna change. Things is gonna be changing for it. So I haven't talked about how to heal the soul yet. I'm just gonna be talking about how they heal the soul from within me. So stay tuned, CC. Okay. So I was in these situations that was crushed in there, and the only thing was like I went to the divine, and I'm like, what is it going on? What they did is they took me out in this spatial kind of like go through a gate, and that's later on I learned that was the gate of truth. For it, they got me through it, and there I was there for pretty good time. I spent a good time. There was a water, there was a splashing situations in there. There were caring. There was a very special female that was caring for it. Later on, they brought somebody else, but I couldn't see it because the only thing you do is you basically laying in the ground. You can't even get up. Okay, the only thing you see is these beautiful energies of light, and you basically don't know. But I know there was someone close by. I knew something was going on in that situations in there. And then they renew the spirit within yourself. They begin to help you with all this damage. They begin to repairing that from within. In the Bible, there is a like God gives you these energies and renew your life and so on and so on after a tower moment. There is a lot of stories about this who did something and then he lost everything. Then after he lost everything, he turned into God. That's what this is. You to turning into God for real, within your soul, through your spirit, and within the spiritual world, they will taking care of you. You're gonna feel this hospital, as I said, in there, and within that hospital, you are gonna be given energies. It's gonna be healing this damage. You're gonna be rejuvenated little by little. You're gonna be getting up. Okay, it may take you like a few months into those situations in there. Luckily, during this period, I was having so many surgeries, so I was able to really stay put in that position. So right now, since the last the last surgery, right now, I'm much better right now, much better. And it's different when you have someone who understands the things inside of you. So when we're talking about this, the divine is helping you to heal. They bring the situations, that brings the things for it. Later on, what happens is you're going to be getting into those energies. And if you pay attention, last year we talked about the energies of the inner peace. How do you think I knew about this energies of inner peace? That's how I knew. Talking about personal experience. That's how it goes. You go through this life with your personal experiences. And I see that ever since we did the last year, the chat, how much healing that has been done. So these same vibrations, they are passing into you. So I had to be wounded to learn this energy so I can be healed. I understand this journey right now within. But the journey doesn't end there. The journey begins to evolve right now. It begins to getting in there. Because behind all this, who was the lady that was giving me a water was the question. Who was that healer? Okay. There was a lot of questions still. It's not answering within all this process that happening to me. But I'm sharing your personal experience here. And the healing begins with the divine. Divine knows how to rejuvenate everything inside of you. As long as you're turning up into the divine and listening to the divine energies. That's how the divine, they healing your spirit. The spirit heals the soul, but you have to really zip it up the mind. You have to really trust, surrender, and let it go of that pain. Otherwise, that pain is going to come back. Yes, there's going to be some traces, there's going to be leftovers, there's going to be some things that you have to do. Luckily, we are in a very good period of purge. I know some of you don't like that purge that goes on, but if you look on the other side, it's like you're cleaning up your internal world of the mess of these situations inside. So uh, that's what kind of like in a nutshell it is. So if you guys have some questions, you guys can ask about it. I'm going to give you my best shot to give you the best abilities in there. Okay. So CC, and if it is soul different, divine than normal soul, actually we all build that way. Only difference is a level of awareness, CC. Some people they're not aware of about the spirit from within, the power of the spirit. And we're talking about even the divine. Can you imagine the divine when it puts two people in that place of inner peace, internal bliss, and so on? Divine union for you. It's coming for some of you. We've been talking. We've been giving information. The information has been provided in there. So the only thing it is our self-awareness to make the difference between heart, mind, soul, and the spirit within divine. The more we evolving in there, we are gonna find that the power of the soul is within the spirit. But the spirit gets its power from where? From the divine. So who should you listen to it? You will understand that some of the people right now, specifically we're talking about in the spiritual soul connections in there, they try to build and fix the things from the lower end. I mean, still thinking as the karmic situations. You're building the things in there. Why you should actually looking within your spirit, reaching it to divine, become a divine human being, and then heal them from a divine point of view. A lot of you is gonna laughing when you guys getting into this, how easy it is to heal when you go up into the divine. Rich, my friend, CF is in the house. Thank you for coming in. So yes, Pallavi, I do believe counterparts kill each other from non-physical dimensions. Yes. Okay. I totally agree with this. Sissy, let's say I don't know anything. How would you explain how it sounds like I hear your soul and follow this? I'm gonna be telling it to you. I have you listened this voice that told you informations, even following that information with you, even following what that voice was telling you, and then you found that this is the truth. That's how I'm gonna explain it to you, CC. That little voice that you don't listen, or sometimes that little voice becomes uh, a roar. You know, within the soul, there is a this internal connections that you have. And usually, the soul comes in to talk to you, to warn you about something. That's how the soul works with in the spiritual intuitions that you are building within you. That is a within the awareness. But as I say, if you don't know nothing, you're like, what is this? I don't like this. I'm not aware about this. I'm gonna be doing my own things. Okay. The reason is that that experience happening, CC, so later on you can learn how to listen exactly that precisely that voice from within. And you to look at it more, you to get in it into more. You can trust it more because he's right. You don't question that. There is no questions within that particular voice. But sometimes people misunderstanding the difference between the spiritual intuitions and the intuitions that works within the ego. How can you adjust this? How can you make this? How can you do this? And this is how some of the people have built expectations from within, from their human-based experience of the intuitions that tells them how to adjust things, how to manipulate things, how to getting into this, and so on. So yeah. Uh Faye Thomas, what a beautiful experience. You healed, and that is the upside. Actually, yes. I had to. Now I understand the reasons behind all this. Okay. So yeah. But yes, thank you to the divine. Exactly. Cici, how or why is this different than all the before of letting go, falling, and getting up, isn't it? That is a different, and I say, what is it that different within? Because during the energies exchange, let's say I will put some a little bit of perspective. Think about the energy. You replace the energy that you have exchanged with the partner in the form as a money. You go ahead and investing money, you buying a property with this. Okay. So you two liked each other, everything's good, and everything's great, the energy is perfect, divine is supporting, and so on and so on. You have this energies exchanges that goes on, and now you're buying this property with the combined income and so on and so on. Okay. And you invest in it in there, and all of a sudden something happens, right? Now that investment is not there anymore. The energy there that has been invested with the feeling about getting this is not there anymore. And there is no way you can recover to turn it. It is the same thing when some of the people investing so much energy, time, and effort and get stuck within the twin flames journey, and then they didn't get the same feelings back, the same energies back from their counterpart. So if you're investing those money, and he didn't get the return out of it. He didn't get the exchanges back, or the situations was not clear, and so on. You understanding the things differently because now there is a loss. How are you covering the loss? You go and get to work within, looking at what's in you. It's like a lessons that you're learning. But that kind of like giving you a perspective on this. But the divine knows how to heal you. They do, as long you trusting them, CC. Because before you're letting go, falling and get up, you're gonna be falling. The question is why you are falling. What is the situation of the falling is. You may ask yourself, is that was yourself? You did that to yourself. You're gonna ask, you can, of course, looking at somebody else. If somebody else, your counterpart, was involved, or you're gonna look all this and so on and so on. You can have a million gazillion questions inside of you. It is not about this. It is the one thing. You're gonna find out later on, after you learn to get up. Are you or the truth of what you did? And if it's the truth, that's how you go. You still have some things that I need to search exactly within this specific topic, but sometimes digging within the past is not helpful, especially when you within the relationship. Sometimes you'll find out you have this trait, you have this scars, you have these things that remind you about certain situations. So it's very good if you're not looking into the past. You zip it up, you look at it in the current present moment, because what you're doing in the current present moment is actually going to benefit the future. You can only learn from the past. That was your learning experience. This is how you get into the now. Okay. The getting up is actually when you cannot get up within this. The power of the spirit is like get up, getting up in there. That power of the spirit, actually, you can see it if you watch the last episode of Star Wars, when Rey was down. Okay, and this is how the spirit comes in. She knew she had to call all the Jedi's within her to help her. And what did they tell her? Get up. You're gonna hear the divine, a similar experience in there. And let me tell you, during this period, you are going to be on fog. That's what CC you may feel like something is off. You're going to feel about it because the divine at some point, they know what they did. This is like you are in their surgery, don't remember everything. Yeah. Okay. Uh, Pallavi, personally, I just want to leave no expectation, flexible, like we said yesterday, no needy. Exactly. You have to have no more expectations. At some point, you're going to leave all that crap because that crap, it's like a poison to you. You preset yourself on failures. The awareness within the soul, Pallavi, yes, that's how this goes with, because that self awareness is there. I'm missing something. I felt something. Good that you're missing something, or when you're missing something, see what you felt with it. When I asked you this morning, I heard it's like I asked Wounded Soul. I never saw or hear about it before, but I know it's home. It's me. But something of tune is. Looking at what in this energies, CC, looking at from within yourself, because sometimes this energy can put you on that, really looking into that fog. And if you cannot see through the fog, why? Okay. Sometimes they call this uh, like mm, the path of forgave, forgiveness, or the path of when you getting reborn here. That is you don't remember absolutely everything from your past lives. Why? It's going to be affecting you here. Okay, it's going to be affecting. Can you imagine you remember all your 10 lifetimes memories within you and how much distorted energies there were in your past 10 lives and how it's going to be screwing up your psyche right now within yourself? And it's the same thing when you getting into be healing. It's kind of like you don't have to know what that is, how we do it and so on. You're kind of like in a sleep meditation state. And it's beautiful, actually. It's a very beautiful healing thing. I mean, human language is not to that point for me to express you how this feels. Used to be the bed was right here in this corner, right here, and I was just laying down right in here. This pretty much the same spot, but as I look at it in there when these things were happening. Okay, but talking about this, the spirit knows how to heal the soul within you, and that spirit, it's really go on and it does the thing, CC. But look inside of it in there. You'll find a home, actually, the spirit in a home in there. You're gonna find home. They kind of like bring you home. You may be feeling like you die and they put you back. Similar like a dark night of the soul, but this is different. Okay, dark night of the soul comes in because you are resisting things and they put you in there. This is totally different. It's total different experience. This is maybe related to the near death experience inside, but in the healing, beautiful way. It's different, but you are alive, basically. Not like you're in a hospital and your heart stop, your brain goes on, and so on. No, this is a totally different experience. I don't know how to explain it to it. They just renewed me. That's all. That's all I knew. They renewed me from within. And this is how I bring all these energies now here. Divine has its purpose. And the only good thing is that I want to thank them to the divine for everything that happened to me ever since. Because the things are getting better in alignment from within. So, yes. Pallavi, we go through this learning journey of ups and downs, wounds and healing to affect energies. Yeah, those ups and downs, you guys gonna look at it to the ups and downs. You're gonna find that those ups and downs, they're actually the path of evolution. It's like you raise up, right? You feel those good energies in someone, and you stay up here, and all of a sudden, you coming down. You're gonna be testing on your doubts and your beliefs on everything. But if you're up and you stay up here, all of a sudden you stay and you understand everything that it's up here. And then that's up here becomes a normal for you. And when it feels normal for you, you're like, what happened to my higher energy? Well, you're in the highest energy as of your moment. And so what you do is like, I have to go up. So you go up, you reach a new standpoint, and there you go. Now you have a new energy, but then you feel back. We're talking about the steps. Like if you're going into the stairs, up the stairs, okay, that's how it goes inside. But ups and downs can be from shadows of doubts, the doubts in there, fears, lack of self belief, self worthiness. Because when you get into that energy, it's like, oh my God, did I worth it for that energy? Did I deserve this energy? Did I'm doing the right path? Did I'm doing the right things? And all of a sudden, you're talking negative to yourself. You're going down. So you're gonna learn over the time that actually here it's kind of like this ups and downs. At some point, they're not gonna be looking of going up and down, up and down. At some point, you're going to be looking like this. Okay. You're going to be looking into this. So at some point, you are going to be, instead of going like this all the time up and down, you're going to be like, okay, I learned and I knew I have to learn. Basically, like a swim, like a dolphin, you come down, comes up, come down, comes up. Maybe we need to learn something from the dolphins, I think. So that lower energies can be transformed to higher energies by transforming inside of us. Exactly, Pallavi. Exactly. To feel positive, I've been listening to Gusli, beautiful Russian music. If that helps, everyone has their own music. The music has specific vibrations, and the vibrations actually does that. Lately, we've been listening to um, a lot of good positive music, but now currently the energies they're like interesting. At least to me, I'm talking about it for all steps. You explained so clearly. Thank you. Yeah, had a kind of like a very good conversations about those steps. Right? Talking about maybe a day. It's fresh information, so I know how the universe does. It's always been that way. You're talking about something and things comes up and so on and so on. But to finish it with this in there is like your soul has a center. Is the same thing that the galaxy has a center, which is a black hole. Okay, your spirit is there. Your spirit knows how to heal. Who creates your spirit? It's the divine. Who creates the galaxy? It's the universe. You put all those together, you'll find out within. Sometimes the galaxy collapse, goes back into a center, but sometimes that black hole, it is emitting streams of energy and it creates a new energetic fields. Those energetic fields, they're collecting the dust within the nothing. There is no such a thing as nothing, but it collects the cosmic dust, and the cosmic dust, what it does, it begins to attract itself, create some magnetic fields, and so on and so on. Then a new black holes are created in there. Those black holes pile this energy and they blows up and they create a new galaxy. This is how the universe expands. But if you look at it within your soul, that power of the soul and the power combined within the spirit, you look at it in there, you expand after every tower in your life, as long as you get up, as long as you believe in yourself, as long as you're trusting into the divine, as long as you're doing the things right. And they're going to help you. They are going to help you to rejuvenate your soul, to rejuvenate your life, to rejuvenate your body. They're going to be working to getting your energies back up. They are going to be helping you to have the right things for it. Why? Because you cooperate with them. Your correlations within the divine is about this journey. You appreciate them. So, Pallavi, thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Buswans, hey guys, thank you for coming. Hello there. Healthy energy approved only for the best common benefit to you all within this chat. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you, Dio, for the energies and advices, Dio. Just some energies exchange. Exactly. Thank you. I appreciate it. There is a lot more new energies that are coming in, guys, within the age of Aquarius. Currently, I'm going to give you an updates on it that working it to do things right. But when you unify together with the divine and you become to thinking as a divine human being from that standpoint within yourself, you're going to learn that you're trying to fix things in your life from your human based experience within spirituality. But the best healing, guys, is coming when you actually reaching within the divine, reaching to that soul, to that spirit within you, and together with the divine. Now you're gonna have the right view of healing everything. Because I seen it within the twin flame communities that the people brings this karmic understanding to feel to heal the twin flame dynamics within them. But when you actually getting within the divine, things are back up. Now the divine is telling you how to build it, how to heal everything, how to getting into these energies, because divine doesn't allow things of the war within yourself because you bring in that. This is how the soul damage is done. When you're on the soul connections and you get these aggravations, energies inside of it, you bring distortions within the paradise. And they say, no, get out of here. You cannot go through. So there is a lot of this is coming in. But this is going to be when we're going to put some energies that information's in front of you guys pretty soon. Let me tell you, we're working. We're working here. Yep. Exactly, Faye Thomas. Where is your trust in the divine? At some point, you're going to learn that in your life, especially when you awaken, you will understand things. To have 100% blind faith within the divine, they're going to be asking you for it. Exactly. So if you guys have some any idea about a topic tomorrow or anything within, I actually did some Sunset 11. Yes. No more unified, only peace. Yep. Sometimes the people actually don't stop to fight it. They think they're right, so on and so on. And they don't look in it to maintain the peace and understand why they're in it for. But yes, Pallavi, pain, lack of acceptance of reality and resistance. Oof, you nailed it. You nailed it in there. Talk about this resistance. Yeah. Can you resist the divine? Hopefully, you're not doing it. I tried it, failed. You can't resist the divine, especially when the divine comes in with the bliss and inner peace. Go ahead. See if you can resist that inner peace and the bliss that divine has for you. You might. Yeah. Those ones. Questions. What is definitions of correlation and what is your definitions of dynamic? How can be there be a paradise within distortions that there can be will be? Um, there is so many questions right there, and this is kind of like a whole new topic in there, a whole new things inside. But let me give you an answers about giving them the best shot. Okay. What is it? The paradise state. That is a state within the inner peace within your own self, with the divine and another person. You're gonna feel that. When you feel this, there is no wars within yourself. That is the state of the paradise. Correlations, that is the things that they're related from within yourself. Uh, talking about all this in there, because those questions are for, I have to look at it. I can't fit all those questions within one topic in there. But talking about the correlations is you're correlated to the things they are within you with what is. This is the law of attractions. You're correlated to things. You're working with the divine. You become the divine helps you. You're gonna fall off in your chair when you get synchronicities after synchronicity, and especially when you talk about certain topics, something comes up. It's like you're laughing because the energy is good, the energy is beautiful, and you cannot deny it in there. Yes, there cannot be a paradise in the distortions. Cannot be in there, because soon as you have a little distortion energies, these things, it's kind of like what we're talking about here. This is like you're breaking up the bubble zone within the twin flames, while within the divine energies, you actually like, oh, I'm aware of that. I should not doing this. If we have issues, we talk, we discuss, we look at it, we see the both things, we look at them with love and peace, because this love and peace, what puts it together, we honoring that, we honoring that state of paradise within ourselves, and then the things are, and that's how you understand it. Sometimes you have this talks, these communications, this beautiful time, and you don't argue, you cooperate. And a base of two people see two different views of the same thing, and they exchange their spots. The one understands what the other person sees, the other understands the other one. You exchange your spots, and then they both find out the wisdom behind all this. And it's like, and then you laugh, we have fun, but after the laugh is the thing. You fall in love more deeper. This is how that works. Okay. So if there is anything with distortions, you do it, but you have to feel in peace afterwards. So, what's the definition of paradise? That is the state of inner peace of the soul. You think your soul is going to be in peace when you die, but you have not reached that state inside of you? It's an illusion for some of you that, oh yeah, I'll die and go to heaven. Yeah, right. Hmm. You're here to experiencing the peace of the soul on earth. This is how you create what is in the heaven down the earth. To remind you about your duties, that's what God wanted, because He knows the best. So that's what that is. Does it open up only to few? You look it up to God with that clear consciousness, clear awareness within yourself, and so on. It goes in. If you're not clear, you're working how to clear, and so on. Clear consciousness. That's what that goes. And do you consider the universe the divine? Everything, it's the universe is divine, yes, because divine coexists within the universe, and the universe coexists with the divine. So they're the same thing. We're the same one. We're all one. We are existing in the universe, so we are part of all this. We are all one, but our awareness is not in the right place. We think that we are in control. We are not control of our awareness, and we're trying to control things and situations and so on from our lower ending understanding, because we are based of survival. while we should be working on ourselves in a base of awareness and seeking a higher consciousness from within us. What the heck are we doing? Where is the earth today? And Pallavi, yeah, no piece of that. Exactly. You reincarnate again. That's what the power of the reincarnation is. But if you experiencing the inner peace on earth, you know how that goes. Would you reincarnate? Would you reincarnate if you reach the state of nirvana, for example? So, yeah. Right. I guess the idea was to bring heaven on earth. Exactly. Those ones, yes, that's beautiful. My chat is all over the place. So if I go up and down, guys, yes. Yes, laughing a lot. We believe this is what we mentioned practically ever when we spoke. Exactly. Yes. Mhm. Pallavi, topic: what is the purpose of duality? My understanding is that the universe is pure in itself, but can we explore more than that? Maybe. Actually, are you, Pallavi, trying to refrain this of this duality of when the partners exchange? Is that what you are more interested into? Let me know if that is for, because yes, that spot exchanges of when you go to the universe, come back at the universe within yourself. That is also the same thing. But yeah, what is the purpose of duality is a good topic, actually. If the chat likes it, yes. So, Blue Swans, I'm going to go ahead and chop those questions in there. And pretty soon we are going to be talking about exactly those things. Kind of like you asking for things a little bit ahead of a time of the energies, but pretty soon we're going to get it. So, yeah. Uh, 4. We agree we are all one, but for that we must be united with God. Exactly. Unite with God with an other half. First, you have to unite on your own. God unites you with the other half. This is a huge mistake of people making in a soul-based relationships. Huge mistake. People think that they have to be in union with the other half before you go to God. No, you both go to God. And God's like, oh, yeah, okay. I'm pairing you under my blessings. I'm giving you the inner peace. And whatever God's puts together, hopefully you're not put yourself in there and trying to separate. So there is a lot of things that it's going to be straightened out, because within the twin flame community, there is a lot of things talked about, but some of the things they are not unclear. Now the things they're going to get unclear pretty soon, guys. But let me tell you, we're working hard to get this. Yes. I say we. I don't say I. We. 4. So yeah. All right. What was I on the chat? Probably some soul from Nirvana. I guess they do reincarnate, but rare. Yep. Some people after this Nirvana, they comes in here because they have things. They have unfinished business with the divine, maybe for some. Just because you reach the nirvana in the inner peace, that doesn't mean that you're kind of like free. Mhm. Sometimes you do it because you love the earth more than anything, because you understand the value of the creations of life. That's high on the divine purpose. You to love this art, to love the people, to love this creation, so the people cannot be on a self-destructive mode as we are today. Most of the people in a self-destructive mode. They don't like things. It's like, okay, I don't like you. I don't want to see you anymore, and I'm destroying the relationship with you. Oh, I don't like these shoes. Oh, I didn't like the shampoo that you bought me. I didn't like this. Oh, look at your hands are dirty, but those hands, they make the money for supporting the life. Sometimes, you're back home and, the mechanics, okay? Any mechanics in here to relate with this? And you get in the skin, this dirt that you can't get it away from it. Someone, go clean up your things. Don't touch me. Those things, they do the support of everything you have. It's some of the things are like this. All right, my chat is totally blown up. All right. Faye Thomas, Dio, I learned that the hard way that I need to experience internal unity before we allow to be together. Oh, yes, you do. Oh, yeah, you're going to learn the hard way or the easy way. Your choice. But divine is going to lead you. But that is it, the right directions. That is it, the right path. Personal internal unity with the divine in there. Christine, hi. It heals self and who is with connections, sending love and peace. Thank you, Christine. Blossom from heaven because of calling that no one else can accomplish. Yeah, tough times about this. I could be too. Natalia, I've got a message today on how to be more successful in manifestations. One, ground yourself daily, walking on grass. Two, release anxiety and meditate in your heart chakra. Just wanted to share. Yes, Natalia, all that leads has a one word, inner peace. Talking about grounding. Yeah. Blue Swan, and out of love only to self, and above all God. Exactly. Can't go over God. You can go it, but you can't go over it. Grande, everything is for us, nothing is against us, everything is love. Yes. So, exactly. Let me give you a little piece, guys. Just gonna watch you for that. Christine Dio, I met your divine at heaven with my contact and divine both. I cannot understand some of the things, Christine. I see every family members, my kids will be near me. I'm going. Okay. Happy today, weddings. If you, that's how you see it. For just try not to distort things inside. Plus one, my children and my ex was a mechanic, Honda and Acura mainly. Yeah. Plus ones to a grande, plus ones to a CC. Okay, weddings with my twin kids. It's your divine. If you have that visions, Christine, maybe that's what something, as long you're not putting these expectations within yourselves. So, all right. What did I missing? I'm missing something. I missed the right. I mean, I can come back into the chat later on and get the questions up here, but I want to finish with something for close this chat right now. There's gonna be a moment of time within your life there. Okay. Pallavi, to clarify the questions about duality, mean why do we have opposite black and white energies, up and down emotions? This is something higher purpose. I will put a good topic about this. Yep. Good things in there. Pallavi, I got you. Okay. Yes. And talking about this, gonna be a time of moment of alignment, whereas everything begins to be at the right moment, the right time, with the right person, with the right situations, with things in there. And that moment, everything becomes one. You, divine, inner peace, bliss, state paradise. Divine is gonna be next to you. The partner is gonna be next to you. That's how you're gonna know. It's your divine time. They're gonna give it to you. And later on, because this is gonna get so high, Pallavi, in there, they're gonna make it true. That's gonna be a little bit harder. Okay. But as long as you're talking and you're walking with your partner, you're walking with the divine hand by hands, never trust the fate within the divine. The fate gives you the courage to overcome all the issues with your partner. Doesn't matter what they are. And let me tell you, you're gonna be able to heal issues more faster than anything. You're gonna believe in the real love because it exists. You're gonna see it, you're gonna taste it. This is what we're talking about. Okay? This is what the actual healings in the spirit and the soul begins in there. Okay, guys? And that's what I'm leaving you with. So yeah. Love everything that arises, even if it feels uncomfortable. My wedding is at the rose ceremony and heaven from God. Okay, Christine. Pallavi, duality is created from separations, but why separate in the first place? I guess that's the question. Or is separations and illusions? Very interesting. All right, let me be giving you a little heads up about this duality. If you have duality inside of you, in the one side of the understanding, the duality, it creates distortions within the family. Okay, within the creates this one way or another within your energies, within your things, and with so on inside of it. But we're talking about this duality. The duality gives you the chance to see from the both sides of view. Okay. Let me give you an example out of this. Okay. Remote control. Do you know what this remote control is for? No, you don't. You only have one side of the view. So you need the duality to see what this is for. At some point, you're going to understand that duality, if you're thinking negative within yourself, the duality creates distortions from within you that leads to distortions within everything. Okay? But if you look at it on a higher divine point of view, through the duality, you are getting the wisdom. This is the remote control, and this remote control is for the air conditioning, not the remote control that's for the TV. There is a blessing in disguise inside of the duality. That you're learning of some of the things within. When other people comes in within duality within you, you leave it up to the divine. And let me tell you, when you leave it this up to the divine, you maintain your inner peace, you can overcome pretty much every BS out there in the world. And that's how it's done. But it's different when you talk, and it's different when you do. Love you guys. Love you of who you are within the divine connections. Okay. So missed something. The chat is blowing up all over the place. Jesus, clean us and everyone in this chat with your body, blood, and feeling forever. Inner side. Everyone who has ever been here will be here with the wisdom, the Holy Spirits of God. Amen. Amen. Love you guys. Love you. Always love you. Walk with the divine. Listen within your soul. Heal your spirit within you to heal your soul. And begin to look this life of divine point of view. This is going to be helping you more than you can ever imagine. All right, guys. Be love and peace. Let's share the love. Thank you, Pallavi. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the energies exchange. And you have a beautiful day too. You all have a beautiful, lovely day, guys.